2, 1.
UNLV Police Services continue to upgrade security around campus.
A man in Mesquite was arrested in connection to a sexual assault at a casino.
Also, UNLV Athletics introduced a new campaign.
Studio G starts right now. Welcome to your 12 o'clock newscast. I'm with Studio G. I'm Lourdes Trimidal.
And I'm Alexis Ferraro.
UNLV Police Services are offering Campus Security Authority training online. Although the community has numerous safety places to depend on, but with CSA, it could possibly decrease the crime on or near campus. To find out if you're eligible or not, visit www.unlv.edu/police/CSA.
This past weekend, a man was arrested in connection with a sexual assault. Upon Mesquite police arrival, the suspect fled the scene, but later was found hiding in a desert area. The suspect is 23 years old and has been charged with sexual assault, kidnapping, and obstructing a police officer. He was transported and booked to the Clark County Detention Center.
UNLV athletics are a priority on campus, but how can buckets or field goals be made when academics and hardships hinder skillful students from succeeding? Currently, the UNLV Athletics Department are striving to double their current donor base to 5,000 members. It began just last month and will last until 2020, the year UNLV football moves into the new Las Vegas stadium. The mission of this campaign is to move the department from the bottom half of the Mountain West to the top tier in overall donor count. To find out how you can help UNLV's athletics department, visit www.rebelathleticfund.com/drive45.
Sheriff Lombardo held a press conference Tuesday to discuss the Metropolitan Police Department intentions on releasing video and audio from the October 1 shooting. According to Lombardo, today the public can expect its first insight into the mass shooting. Sheriff Lombardo stated all body camera footage and 911 call audio will be released gradually over the course of several months.
When we return, we will check with Drea Austin for our daily weather.
Stay tuned, do not go anywhere.
Oh, the station's great. You make friends, you gain skills, you learn how to do all this stuff with audio. It's a fantastic thing.
I can grow with everyone and everybody supports me as well as I can support them.
I think it's great. I think it's a blessing to have this kind of equipment from the Green Response family as well as the state of Nevada.
And it's really informative to see, how a radio show really works.
Now that I do it, I have friends, I have people that want to hang out, and I get to play music a lot.
It's very good too because we have all the top of the line equipment to work with and students here that can help you out, so it's a very, very good way to get involved in the radio.
As far as Studio G, at first it looks overwhelming, and at first it looks like it's a lot of work, but I'll tell you what, it's the most beneficial class I've had at UNLV to date, without a doubt. You get to not only develop stories and work on your interviewing skills, your editing skills, and your shooting skills from a camera perspective, you get to work on all the equipment that's in the studio. So you're working on audio, you're working on directing, tech directing, you get to produce your own show. You can take a 30-minute newscast and make it your own, and that's really cool about Studio G. Like I said, a lot of it seems overwhelming at first, but it is by far the best class I've taken at UNLV since I've been here.
Now our weather for today. Our weather has taken a crazy turn over the past couple of days. It went from 90s looking clear to showers and cold. So currently right now in Las Vegas it is 59 degrees. It's not raining, it's really cloudy, but there's a 30% chance of rain. The high today is 67 and the low today is 54. So be sure to grab a jacket on your way out today because it is a little chilly. today our picture of the day is the Boy Scouts. They're dropping the word boy from their main program to prepare for girls joining. So less than a year after the Boy Scouts of America decided to join, to invite girls, the organization announced they prefer to have its older youth program, like the boys that are already in the group, to be known as Scouts BSA starting February 2019. The name change comes with the avid new campaign slogan that they have, which is called Scout Me In. It was made to emphasize the group's expansion from just boys to boys and girls. So they say the Club Scouts is a lot of fun, so now they want it to be available for, you know, all kids and not just be single just for boys. So if you have a daughter or a girl, a sibling that wants to join Boy Scouts, you can now, and I feel like it won't be as genderalized. It's more like a both thing. For a 5-day forecast. Today it is mostly cloudy if you go outside. It's high of 67, low of 54. Tomorrow it's going to be sunny, 80 degrees and 64. Which is crazy how we just had 2 days of literally cold. So Friday also is going to be a high of 88, a low of 68. And then Saturday is going to be 92 and partly cloudy. So I don't know what's up with Las Vegas weather, but you need to prepare for all of it. Dresses, skirts, hoodies, and scarves. So right now in the valley, it is 50s all around. It doesn't seem that cold, but it is pretty chilly outside. Nellis is peaking at 61, but all across in Boulder City, we see a coldest of 55, in Summerlin of 50, 59 in Las Vegas, Green Valley 57, Henderson 59, and Centennial 55. Right now on campus, it is mostly cloudy. The winds are only at 8 miles per hour. It's 59 degrees, and the humidity is at 55%. Yes, 55%, which is crazy. So make sure you don't straighten your hair because it's going to be a proof. All right, and tonight on campus, right here at UNLV, it is going to be 57 degrees, partly cloudy. It's going to be like light variable winds, nothing really high, nothing gusty for sure. And the humidity is, again, going to be 55 degrees. So for our national forecast, as you can see, it is sunny in Seattle and Portland, which is crazy, and we are getting all the rain. So in Salt Lake City and LA and Vegas, you're seeing a lot of rain, if you can see the green. If you look across the valley, it's warm in the East Coast, which is like a flip. We just took their weather that they had, and now it's sunny in the East Coast and rain and cold in Las Vegas. But in Miami, you can see it's 80 degrees. In Orlando and New Orleans, it's 87. So as we finish school, take yourself down to Miami and party. So that's all I have for you guys for the weather. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Drea. With all the different matching services across the United States, Facebook is seeking to launch a dating profile instilled in the Facebook app. Let's check it out.
I want to be clear that we have designed this with privacy and safety in mind from the beginning. Your friends aren't going to see your profile. You're only going to be suggested people who are not your friends, who have opted into dating, who fit your preferences, although I can't promise that you're going to get email.
Worried, users will not be matched with people they are already friends with, and it will not appear in the news feed. The dating feature is set to roll out later this year.
How could we forget Eagle Taekwondo and their dance fusion? Well, here is our last and final look of what they are doing.
Last and final video of Eagle Taekwondo. In this short video, you can see teachers Esther and Chris with some chosen students dancing to EDM music as they throw in some tricks and kicks.
It all started organically, not really a reason for us trying to show everyone. We just really love both things. And after realizing that it's pretty unique and different, we're trying to push our creativity as well. But for me personally, I just really enjoy it, and it makes me feel like I can combine both worlds I live in. And along the way, I'm discovering more and more ways to express who I am and what is important to me. But overall, it's because it's fun.
If you are interested in taking classes at Eagle Taekwondo, you can contact them at eagletkdlv.com or call them at 844-458-8853. They offer adult classes, children classes, and even a martial arts competitive team. Go check them out. For Studio G, I'm Tessa Cardwell.
A now former Texas firefighter was recently caught on camera talking about buying child porn. CNN reporter Kylie McGivern reports.
Obviously it's incredibly despicable and sickening.
Bob Nix, president of the Austin Firefighters Association, says firefighters became aware of the video showing Eric Spolteholtz this week.
What we know is that several hundred firefighters received a messenger.
A Facebook message sharing this.
But what you wire money to her for?
Those pictures of the kid.
And how much money did you send this woman in all?
Unknown. Oh, probably over $700.
And you told her certain things that you want from her?
Yeah. Just take pictures, like, it's normal. Not like do anything abusive, not like, do anything bad like that. Just take the pictures, naked pictures. No sexual acts or anything like that.
So you're attracted to 3 or 4 year olds?
No, it was just kind of the excitement of actually happening was more important than anything else. It wasn't like, I'm really not into 3 or 4 years, but the attraction that it was actually happening, yeah, that was what it was doing for me.
Police interviewed the woman you can hear asking those questions. She described another instance 18 years ago when he allegedly played a sexual video of a young girl with an adult male. According to the search warrant, she had concerns later on that he may be attracted to her own teenage daughter. Spolteholtz has been with the Austin Fire Department for more than 20 years. AFD says it started to investigate, but before it went any further, Spolteholtz retired. Because he is no longer with the department, AFD tells us it's not investigating.
They need to investigate the extent they can be assured that they've learned everything they can about this event, and it didn't go any further than this one former firefighter.
As the chair of Austin's Public Safety Commission, Rebecca Weber agrees with the union president.
It will be very important to conduct an investigation to make sure that nothing ever happened while this person was on duty. When someone retires from a public safety department under a cloud of scrutiny, that doesn't mean that the issue has been put to rest.
Texas Police Department is still investigating the former firefighter.
We all know someone with a mental illness, which is why it is such an important piece of our calendar each year. Millions of Americans will face the reality of living with a mental illness. CNN reporter Binion shares more.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month, bringing attention to the need for screening and treatment. According to new research released by Nationwide Children's Hospital, 87% of Americans surveyed agree that more mental health support for children and adolescents needs to be available. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, just over 20%, or about 1 in 5 children, have had a seriously debilitating mental disorder. The National Institute of Mental Health defines a serious mental illness as a mental, behavioral, or emotional disorder that limits one or more major life activity. The NIH also reports that there were about 45 million adults living with a mental illness in 2016. Of those, almost 10.5 million were serious mental illnesses. If you or someone you know has a mental illness, there are resources to help. For today's Health Minute, I'm Reed Binion.
Such a big thing, and there's a lot of people that are affected. I think it's very important that people are aware of it, people are aware of the signs of it, people are aware of things going on with them that not everyday people aren't used to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You never know too, someone that you always see, someone that might be always happy, or you don't think there's something wrong with them, they might be suffering from mental illness too. So yeah, definitely we need to be aware of that. Especially this time.
It's hidden in plain sight, definitely, and it definitely needs to be addressed. People need to get help, and I think people just need to be aware of it, but yeah. Up next, Denier will sit down with a former student. Stay tuned.
Jazz. I mainly play a lot of contemporary jazz music from the 1960s up until about 2012, 2013. When I go on, just explain who it was, the name of the song, the name of the artist, maybe the name of the album, their career. I just hope that everybody enjoys it and appreciate it for the kind of music it is and how great it is. My name is Sam, and I host Sunday Evening Jazz on the rebelhd2.com.
Show. Pretty good show about, just someone who will actually talk about UNLV the way an outsider might feel. We talk about current events, we talk about politics, try to take an offensive swing with it. Sometimes it's hit or miss, but and we talk about, the little things in life that everybody laughs about. And we are the Rebels, and we are revolting. My name is Jameson Wilk, and I run the Rebel and Revolt show, and you can tune in at therebelhd2.com.
Are member supported. KUNV 91.5, The Source. Here's why you should become a member. Become a part of the public radio family while keeping jazz alive in Southern Nevada. Every member receives a discount card to businesses and restaurants around the valley, along with a premium of KUNV branded items. Exclusive access to KUNV ticket giveaways for concerts and events. And private members-only events with prominent musicians such as Paul Taylor, Vincent Ingala, and many more. We are 91.5 The Source, and that source is you. So become a member today.
Welcome back to Studio G, and I'm Janine Franklin, and I'm here with Stephanie Madrid. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
Can you tell me a little bit about your upcoming position, please?
Yes, in a couple weeks I'm going to be taking over for Bianca as the editor-in-chief of the Scarlet and Gray Free Press. So I will be the head of our UNLV's independent print newspaper organization.
Okay, so what inspired you to even get the courage to go for such a high position at such a age and your gender, as a female,
Yeah. When I started reporting for the Scarlet and Gray, I saw that we're going through a lot of issues right now, mostly financial, and I just fell in love with the entire organization, and I knew that I was the kind of person who would be able to help in a more business way.
Have you always wanted to be such a leader in that sort of a chief of a newspaper? Is very, very
I would say no. In high school, I didn't always think of myself in that way, and it wasn't until I got to college, and journalism is my third major. So at first I wanted to do business management, and then kind of just gravitated somehow towards journalism, and then I realized I could do it. So
okay. How can students join the newspaper?
All they have to do is go online to our website, freepress.com, and then they just fill out the online application. And we get it, and we'll set up an interview with you and assign you stories, and it's pretty much just that easy.
Okay, can you also tell us about the Save the Student newsroom? Is that correct?
Yes. So UNLV's print newspaper is facing a lot of issues, like I said, financially, and we found that pretty much every university's print newspaper organizations are dealing with the same kinds of issues. So we all kind of came together and into the Save Student newsrooms because we're all in the same financial crisis and staffing crisis, and we're all trying to help each other.
Right, so it's pretty much like an organization to help journalism students, or all students of UNLV?
It's not specific to UNLV, it's a national thing, but it's centered towards university newsrooms, and there's people who work for our paper that aren't journalism students, but it's pretty much anyone who's in the field of print journalism, because everyone feels like we're dying out.
Right.
So we gotta save
with
them.
Technology nowadays, it's hard to pick
exactly.
up a book or a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So last question. How long have the Scarlet and Gray newspaper been around? For those that do not know, because I know my second year here, I was like, wait, we have a newspaper? And I was like so excited.
Yeah, well, the Scarlet and Gray has technically been around since a year before the university even opened.
Oh, wow. So it's been around for
but
years.
it's gone through a million different names, so it used to be the Rebel Yell and, all that
I heard the
stuff.
Rebel Yell, the
Rebel
Rebel
Yell.
Yell. Yeah, that was very,
we only
very
changed
common.
our
name a couple years ago. So we're the same organization. We just changed our name, but we've been around for as long as the university.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, thank you,
Yeah,
Stephanie.
no problem.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
When we come right back, we will come back to our ladies at the studio. Thank you.
Show that airs every Tuesday evening at 91.5. You're going to hear Dr. Gary Larson along with our regular contributors talking about what matters to our community. And not only what matters, but why does it matter? We look at our community as a whole, but we also pay special attention to what's happening here at UNLV because that's our home as well. So looking at our metropolis through the lens of a radio show really gives us the unique perspective to tell a story through words and through people, and I think it makes for a great program.
Welcome back. Police in New Mexico responded to a call regarding a man drunk driving on a busy highway last month. CNN reporter Sasha Leninger has more.
I can't see if it's in drive or park. I think it's in drive.
It's March 20th, just before 5 p.m., when officers get this 911 call.
Hi, I think I'm behind a drunk driver. He is driving horribly on the freeway. I've seen him almost hit a couple of cars.
That's when she says he suddenly stopped in the far left lane, and police found him near the I-25 and Cole exit.
Hey, sir. Hey, I need you to exit the vehicle.
Officers wake up Anthony Sierra. They say he was drunk, fell asleep on the interstate with his car in drive and his foot on the brake.
This guy's got the bottle of Listerine in his lap. He's just wasted.
Officers say Sierra drank almost an entire bottle of mouthwash, and he was so drunk they could not do sobriety tests on him.
Hey, just keep your hands up here. Hey, put both hands up. Hey, put both hands up here.
Police records show that Sierra wasn't even supposed to be driving. APD says that he's had his license revoked 21 times and has at least 8 prior DWI convictions.
I need you to lean back, sir.
I'm already inside your car.
Sierra becomes aggressive as officers take him to the police substation.
No, we're not going to kick you.
Documents show his blood alcohol level was at least 0.16, which is twice the legal limit. Sierra is in jail, charged with DWI. Sasha Leninger, KOAT, Action 7 News.
Remember to drink responsibly and to never drink and drive.
On Tuesday, President Trump met with the Southwest Airlines crews that saved a plane full of passengers during a technical malfunction.
I'm honored to have the heroic crew and passengers of Southwest Flight 1380 at the White House today.
Trump praised former Navy fighter pilot Tammy Jo Schultz for keeping the passengers safe. 2 weeks ago, the crew was forced to make an emergency landing in Philadelphia. After an engine fan blade broke mid-flight, the broken engine shattered a window and nearly sucked out one woman out of the aircraft. The victim, Jennifer Reardon, did not survive, making it the first death on board on a U.S. commercial flight in nearly 10 years. Trump said the actions of the crew and passengers, quote, show the great character of our nation.
Our very own reporter, Chase Christensen, asked seniors how they are feeling about their senior year. Check it out.
Waiting years for this. This is like the culmination of so much hard work and dedication and hours, and now I'm finally getting to use it in the real world.
It still hasn't hit me. It's still surreal. I know I'm getting into the real world, but it hasn't hit me yet. I'm very excited. I think I'm ready to get my skills out there and show the world what I can do.
With school being over for these graduating students, they talked about what they're doing after graduation.
After graduation, I'm going to continue working at
my 2 jobs that I'm currently at and potentially working, hopefully, with the nonprofit.
I am actually going to be starting at Magnetic Public Relations for an internship to handle a bunch of grand openings and events like that.
I just got a job at KRCR in Redding, California. I'm going to be at MMJ, so I'm a multimedia journalist, just like a reporter.
And that is your graduation news. For Studio G, I'm Chase Christensen.
It's great to see our fellow rebels flourish after their big day.
So how many more days till graduation? Do you know?
I don't know the exact day, but it's next Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot wait. I'm so excited. 4 years.
For you.
I am so excited. When are you graduating?
I'm graduating next year. So
next year?
I have time, but
it's still exciting.
How about you? Do you have plans over the summer, like after graduation?
So after I graduate, 2 weeks after that, after we have the big party and everything, we're going to Europe. Me and my boyfriend. I'm so excited. We're going to London and Paris and all throughout Italy for 2 weeks. So it's like our big graduation trip. Yeah, he graduated last year, and then I graduated on two Saturdays from now. So I'm so excited.
That's exciting.
I cannot wait. I'm just so excited to just be on vacation, be out of school, and then once I get back, I have to find a job.
Get out in the real world now.
Yeah, so I have a little bit of time, but I'm just excited to just chill, and then when I get back, I'll...
Yeah. But what about on the actual graduation ceremony? How, what's your plan? Or did you already buy a dress? Did you decorate your cap and gown or anything?
So yeah, so I decorated my cap. I just did like a little bit of bling here and there, and then I put just an A, nothing fancy. And then I took graduation pictures. I just bought like a plain black dress, and then and then we have our graduation party. My mom and my boyfriend planned it, so I'm very excited.
That's exciting.
And yeah, hopefully you have a great rest of your senior year.
Oh, thank you.
And
I'm definitely gonna miss you guys.
Yeah, we're so excited.
A lot of the people here in Studio G are actually seniors, so
yes, we can't wait.
Me and another crew is actually the only one left here.
Well, this is our last show as anchoring for today, and tomorrow's our very last show. So that's our entire show for today.
See you again tomorrow for our very last newscast here in Studio G. Have a great day, Rebels.